Hello everyone. Today's Facebook Live is about how to overcome fear and limitations. I know that's a tall order, but I'm going to give you some special tips for that today. So right now, if you think about it, there's probably something inside of you that you're wanting, but you're blocking it unknowingly for some reason. You're hesitant to take action maybe. And any of those blocks or hesitancies is preventing you from reaching your dreams. And that prevention thing is called a paradigm. A paradigm really is just a set of old beliefs, stories we tell each other that we acquired over many years. And those beliefs or habits protect the status quo. They keep us where we are. And the paradigms can be very powerful, as you know, and with consistent effort and some awareness that I'm going to show you today, you definitely can overcome those paradigms and belief systems. So what happens is any hold back beliefs, I'll call them, keep us in our comfort zone. Why do we want to stay in the comfort zone? Because the ego is directing us. The ego is going, it doesn't look like a good place to go, doesn't feel safe, it looks too hard, just stay where you are, the status quo. And that truly is one of the biggest reasons we don't manifest, because we're limiting ourselves by our paradigms, our belief systems. So here are some examples that you might relate to on some level to show how paradigms can interfere with your journey into the ideal life that you want. Here's one. You begin to feel closer to your partner, but then you start noticing that you're fighting over silly, stupid kind of things because you yourself have never experienced that type of deeper connection before, and you just don't know how to handle this relationship. So those could be belief paradigms like, I am afraid of commitment, or I'm afraid I'm going to fail. I don't know how to do relationships well. Here's another one. You set a goal to lose 5 months this month. You hit your goal, but then the following month, you revert back to your old habits and regain the weight. Those could be examples of paradigms like, it's too hard to maintain. I don't feel safe to be in a slim body. Maybe on some level, I don't deserve to have the body I want. Number 3, you're building your business. You decide to create an online course and find yourself procrastinating and making excuses. Those could be paradigms of, I don't have what it takes. I'm afraid I'll fail, or I'm afraid I'll be successful and then it'll be too much. So as you can see, each of these paradigm examples that I gave you is a reflexive attempt to protect the familiar status quo. We do something unknowingly to sabotage, not on purpose. So we all have dreams. You may have a dream to be more financially successful, to find love or have greater love, to lose weight, to have a thriving business, to feel more joy and fulfillment in your life. And as soon as you start to begin to move into a more expansive version of your current life, when you begin to dream and make changes in your life, your paradigm, this is interesting, will start to kick in and do its best to prevent you from taking action that might alter your results. It's amazing, isn't it? How many times have you ever experienced where you're doing good and then it goes bloop? Something happens, it goes down. Well, sometimes it has to do with circumstances, but there are many times it has to do with we're unconsciously preventing it from happening. So again, our ego self wants to maintain the status quo, and our higher self is our expansive self that wants to move forward. So if you want to move forward, you have to decide which of those voices, the expansive voice or the constrictive voice, am I going to listen to? Constrictive is your paradigm. At any given moment, you have the opportunity to listen into your vision and really look at which voice right now, and just being conscious of it, am I listening to? So the voice of constriction, again, is the voice of keeps us stuck. And when you're faced with an opportunity to grow or a challenge that you have, listen for words so that you can really hear what it sounds like. You'll say things like, I can't, it's too hard, it won't happen, this isn't the right timing. Pay attention to those words, because when you hear those words, you're aware you're in constriction. On the other hand, when you're faced with an opportunity or challenge, and you hear words like, or you say words like, I can, I will, I choose, I deserve, and recently I've added, I am certain. I'll show you how this sounds. Hear the power in the words. First of all, let me go backwards. Hear the power of the words, I can, I will, I choose to. You hear that's much more empowering than those first set of words. And I just added the word, I'm certain. Listen to the difference. Right now, say I want, and fill in your blank. What do you want? Pick one thing. I want to double my income. I want to attract more clients. I want to travel. Just put one in. Now, say it again, but instead of saying I want, say I'm certain. I'm certain I'm doubling my income. I'm certain I'm attracting all these wonderful clients. I'm certain I'm traveling. Feel the difference in your body. Say that now. I'm certain. For most of you, if you're doing this, you're feeling a much more powerful draw, because certainty is very high intention versus I want is much, much less powerful. So words are powerful, they're energy. So the more energy you put in things, you will change your vibration, and also helps you move forward and release those limitations that we hold because of fear. So the voice that you choose to listen to is one of the biggest keys to empowering any dream that you have. I don't know if you've heard of this old Cherokee story, but it illustrates it perfectly. So in this Cherokee story, one evening an elderly Cherokee chief was talking to his grandson about the battle that goes inside all of us. And he said, my son, the battle within us is between two wolves. One wolf is evil. He is angry, envious, sorrowful, regretful, arrogant, inferior, prideful, and egoic. And the other wolf in this battle is good. He is joyful, peaceful, hopeful, empathetic, generous, compassionate, and faithful. And the grandson thought for a moment and then asked his grandfather, but which wolf wins? And the Cherokee said, the one you feed. And I do remember that story a lot because it's so true. We have that choice. We just have to have now the awareness, because it can come quickly. You know, I'm not telling you probably anything new, but I think let this video be about heightening your awareness. Oh, I'm feeling, and you know, one way to know that you're in the constriction pattern is how you feel. If you're feeling low energy, sad, doubtful, any of those lower negative energy feelings, you are definitely in the constriction pattern. And then start noticing the words you've been using. You know, not today, I'm not going to work on that, and I don't feel like it, and those are the constricting words that are holding you back. You'll start noticing that. So as we know from the law of attraction, energy flows where attention goes. So we have to be so aware of which voice we want to feed, because that will direct our energy. And the less you feed the voice of constriction, the more momentum you have. We've spent many, many years in our paradigms, so it's a process to release it. It's not a quick thing. But what I do know is when you commit, even every day, even a little bit, even one step to be aware and shift, you start changing that whole paradigm to move into a new one. I believe that the life you want is waiting for you, that we can have what we want, the love, the financial freedom, the joy. It's waiting for us. It's always there. And one of the biggest things to do to create what we want is think about paradigm shifting. And it's a practice. So I'm going to do just a little imagery with you just to kind of anchor all of this in. Take a moment now. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Take a breath and imagine the life that you desire, your complete life, just for a moment. No, actually, we won't do the complete life. Just think of one of your dreams. That'll be easier. Think of one big dream that you have. Maybe it's a dream to have greater love in your life, a soulmate, or the relationship you have is flourishing. Or maybe you are imagining this beautiful work that you're doing in the world. You've built this business doing your purpose work, and you're helping people and creating greater transformations, guiding them into greater transformations. Or maybe you're just imagining getting out of bed every day, making people's lives better. And it doesn't have to be through work. It just has to be from person to person. Just picture that one thing you want. Picture yourself in the mirror having it. Looking in the mirror, looking healthy, bright-eyed and energetic. Feeling the joy in your body. You're happy. Things flow with ease. Just feel into that beautiful dream that you have for a moment. Feel it in your body. Feel it in your cells. Feel it in your bones. Let it grow. Say, this is what I want. This is what I desire. And now open your eyes. And ask yourself, isn't that worth changing your thought patterns for? This is what's waiting for me. And if I just change some of my paradigms, that dream can be my reality. So the more you visualize the dream, clear out the constriction, you reduce your fear. And when you reduce your fear, you have infinite opportunities now available to you. And the last thing is, it's not just the visualization and saying it, but making sure that you take small action steps daily to make that new thought into practicality. So if you're starting to say, I can do this business, I can double my income, you ask yourself each day, what's one small baby step that I can take right now to double my income? You're not going to double it this week in a month. Not likely for everyone. But ask, what's the first thing or the next thing I need to do? And every step makes a difference, and it moves you closer and closer by taking those baby steps, because you need to take action. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, it's nice thoughts and you're feeling good, but you're not moving forward. And what happens is, as you start taking the actions on anything it is you desire, here are some of the things that you can look forward to. Waking up each morning with a greater sense of purpose. I love that one. That is one of my favorite things of all time, to live and breathe. Feeling energized at home in your healthy body. Looking forward to the week ahead because it's filled with more joy, more fulfillment, and meaningful work. Sleeping better because knowing that your day is filled with purpose and intentionality. Or maybe you're waking up and you're thinking on a larger scale that, oh my God, I'm improving things in the world. I'm making a contribution of some kind. This is what's possible that we can see in our lives. And this is one of the biggest shifts that we can make. So the question is, today and every day, which voice will you listen to? So if you enjoyed this and this was helpful, please subscribe to my channel. In this channel, I do all things manifestation, personal growth, and living a soul-led life, like soul nourishment, the whole thing about expanding your energy and your soul. And if you'd like to comment of something that was helpful, I would love to hear that too. See you soon.